Before the Trojan horse, before Achilles, before Odysseus ever saw the walls of Troy, Poseidon built them. The god of the sea raised the defenses of the city that would one day become the most famous battlefield in the ancient world. And years later, he helped destroy it. Why would a god turn against his own creation? The answer begins with a king who believed a promise stopped mattering once the work was finished. His name was Laomedon. He ruled Troy before Priam, before Hector, before the war everyone remembers. In those days, Poseidon and Apollo came to him in mortal form. Some traditions say Zeus had forced them to serve a human king as punishment. Another says they came to test Laomedon's character. Either way, the bargain was simple. Build Troy's walls, receive payment. Poseidon shaped the stone. Apollo guarded the king's herds. For an entire year, two gods worked for a mortal. And when the walls were complete, Troy looked untouchable. High towers, massive gates, stone laid with divine skill. Laomedon now possessed the safest city in the world. Then payment came due. The king refused. Not only that, he mocked the gods, threatened to bind them, sell them as slaves, and cut off their ears before sending them away. Laomedon believed the walls would protect him from the builders. That was his mistake. Poseidon did not strike the stones. He attacked everything outside them. The sea rose over the Trojan plain. Fields disappeared beneath salt water. Homes were destroyed. Then something began moving beneath the waves. A sea monster came ashore and carried people away. The walls still stood, but the kingdom behind them was dying. So Laomedon asked how the curse could be stopped. The answer demanded a price: his daughter, Hesione. The princess was chained to rocks beside the sea and left alive for the monster. Think about what that meant. Laomedon had refused to pay a debt owed by a king. Now his daughter was expected to pay it with her body. The city watched from behind the walls Poseidon had built. No gate opened, no army came. Hesione could see the towers of her home behind her, close enough to recognize every battlement, yet too far for anyone inside to save her. The sea kept rising around the rock. Then the dark shape returned, and this time it was coming for her. Then Heracles arrived. He saw the chained princess and offered another bargain. He would kill the monster. Laomedon would give him the divine horses once granted to Troy by Zeus. The king agreed. Heracles entered the fight. Some stories say he attacked the beast with arrows. Others imagined him entering the monster itself and killing it from within. However it happened, the creature died. Hesione was freed. Troy survived again, and Laomedon refused to pay again. That is the part that changes the story. This was no single mistake. Laomedon had learned nothing. He cheated Poseidon after the walls were built. Then he cheated Heracles after his daughter was saved. He believed survival proved he had been right. Heracles left, but not forever. He returned with ships and warriors. This time he did not come to rescue Troy. He came to conquer it. The city Poseidon had built was breached. Laomedon was killed. Most of his sons died with him. Only one survived. A young prince called Podarces, later known as Priam. The same Priam who would one day rule Troy when the Greeks came again. The boy inherited a throne, a repaired city, and a debt he had never created. That is the forgotten wound beneath the Trojan War. Troy had already been punished, already invaded, already rebuilt around the consequences of one king's broken promises, and Poseidon had not forgotten. During the later war, the god who raised Troy's walls stood with the Greeks. He shook the battlefield. He encouraged their soldiers. He opposed the descendants of the king who had cheated him. But the story contains one final contradiction. Poseidon hated Troy, yet he still cared about the walls. In Homer, he worries that a crude wall built by Greek soldiers might become more famous than the divine wall he created. Even revenge could not erase his pride. He wanted Troy punished. He did not want his work forgotten. Perhaps that is why this myth survived. It is not simply a story about an angry god. It is about a ruler who believed he could separate the reward from the labor. A king who treated builders as disposable once their work was complete. A father who protected his throne by offering his daughter. And a city forced to inherit the cost. I remember the walls before they became ruins. I remember the sea gathering beneath them. Troy did not begin to fall when the wooden horse entered its gates. Its fall began much earlier. The moment Laomedon looked at the gods who built his kingdom and decided he owed them nothing.